Got this. Breathe. Ow! Welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first video, and you guys will be able to tell throughout this video that I'm incredibly nervous. So I don't really know what it is about YouTube that is just so daunting, but we're here, we're going to do it, and it's going to be fun. My name is Ange, short for Angela. I'm 31 years old. I'm a single mom. I have an 8 to 5 job, and I love to read. I just want to talk about books. And I've realized through posting on TikTok for a couple of months now, I think that my personality and what I want to do is more suited for BookTube, where there's not really that limitation of time. TikTok is definitely a great place to pick up book recs, and it's a great place to talk to people and get to know them when they're really engaging. But there's always that constant sense of urgency, like say it quick, say it right away, cut the video, nothing over a minute and a half. And that's really stressful to me. My experience has been nothing short of good. I just think my personality is better suited for long form content. And something I've discovered about myself recently is that I like creating content. I've never ever considered myself a creative person. And then suddenly I find that I do want to create and I do have ideas and I want to explore that. My goal would be to post on YouTube once a week and then to post on TikTok maybe 2 or 3 times a week. It really just depends on what I can pull from my long form content into that short form. So, enough about me. I have 2 books, but I'm just going to talk about one in this video, and then I'll post a separate video for the other book because I really do feel like Blood Over Brighthaven deserves its own video. I have so much that I need to unpack and that I need to process. I definitely do want to talk about Vicious. This was so incredibly good. I had read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue a couple of years ago. I reread it twice, actually. I loved the book. Absolutely loved it. I thought the writing was beautiful. I thought the characters were amazing. The story itself was like heartbreaking, but at the same time, it felt like a warm hug. I don't know how to explain it, but I absolutely love The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Anybody that asks me about it, I'm going to hype it up. I'm going to never stop talking about that book. So when it came time to read something else by V.E. Schwab, I think that I had hyped up the writing so much that I was scared to pick up something else because what if it's not as good? So this took me a couple of months to read. I think I picked up this book like early this year. It was intended for October. I literally just finished it. This is a phenomenal book. It reminds me of Prestige. It's the movie about the 2 magicians. It has Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman, I believe, in it. And there's the 2 magicians that are basically competing to create like the best illusion. I hope you guys have watched this movie so you understand my reference. This is the same vibe that I got from Vicious, except not magic. This is definitely more sci-fi. You have Victor and Eli. They're both EOs, so they're extraordinaries. They had near-death experiences and they came back with some type of power, right? Or some type of ability. Eli's ability is reflexive, so he can heal himself. He can regenerate, and he has like a god complex. It's really, really interesting. There was a part where I was kind of like, are you done talking about God? He just talked about it so much. I rolled my eyes at Eli a lot. And then you have Victor. His ability is very interesting to me. It's pain. So he can either take your pain away or he can inflict pain on you. And he can do the same thing to himself. So there have been moments where like he got hurt and he turned his pain off in order to continue. But it's not quite like Eli's because he could bleed out and just not know it because he can't feel pain, that kind of thing. You basically follow them as they're trying to like hunt each other down. And it's at the same time that Eli is basically exterminating other EOs because there's other people out there with these extraordinary abilities, right? So Eli is exterminating them because they are abominations and God doesn't want them. Please explain to me why God wouldn't want them but would want Eli. And then you have Victor, who is a little bit more selfish. Like he has no problem bringing in these EOs, but it's because they will serve a purpose to him at some point. Overall, it was a really good book. I gave it 4.75 stars. I knocked off a quarter of a star, if that even matters, because I just got tired of hearing about the religion part. It was like every other page, Eli had something to say about God. It was emphasized a lot in the beginning before he even became an EO. So I just felt like it was kind of redundant. That's the only reason. But other than that, I absolutely love this book. And again, it definitely gave me prestige vibes. And I loved that movie, the darkness of it, and how far those 2 magicians and Victor and Eli are willing to go basically to one up each other. I don't even know. I honestly can't tell you if Victor wants to kill Eli. I don't think he does. I know Eli wants to kill Victor. That's very clear. And like the ending of this book, What? So I am really excited actually to get to Vengeful because I love the E. Schwab's writing. It was really fast. I read it in maybe like 2 days or something like that. And I'm glad that I finally womaned up and picked up the book because I was really nervous that it wasn't going to be as good as Addie LaRue, but I'm really glad that I got over that hump because it actually turned out to be just as good as Addie LaRue. The number of times they tried to kill Mitch in this book is criminal, in my opinion. It has such great found family, and Mitch and Sydney are the reason that I like Victor because you can see that Victor just wants. Victor has a goal in mind, which is to whatever he wants to do with Eli or to Eli, who knows at this point. But on his journey to whatever that end goal is, you see him building these connections reluctantly, but he's building these connections and he's building these friendships. And Sydney and Mitch really do bring out the best in Victor, and I just love it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was heartwarming amongst all of the like morally black things that were occurring, but it was really good. Sydney's sister Serena is terrifying to me. Like, I think that her ability is the one ability that would actually scare the bejesus out of me because whatever. I don't think that what happened to her is what happened to her. If you read it, you would know, and if you don't understand, then you should go read it so you can understand. Because yeah, I don't. You're not gonna fool me with that one, V. Schwab. Yeah, but overall, it was a really good book. I'm really excited to get to the next one, and I'm really excited to read Fragile Threads of Power of Magic, something like that. I don't remember what it's called. I'll put it here when I can remember what it's called. But I'm really excited to read more from V.E. Schwab, and I don't think I'm going to be putting it off quite as much as I did this time. So yeah, that's my intro video. That's my little book review for Vicious. Drop a comment. Let me know who you are, if you like to read, what you like to read. If you have book recommendations based on like what you see, please drop them. I am always open to adding to my TBR because I have no respect for my TBR. Mind your business. I'm nervous, but I'm really excited to see where this could go and what content I'm going to create. That just sounds crazy to me. I don't even know what to do with it anymore. But you guys have a good night, and I'll see you next time.